My boss demanded that I replace all my revealing pants because of my bulge and supervise me while I got the replacement. So I reported her to HR and got her fired. I work in marketing at a Fortune 500 company. I'm a regular guy who wears standard business attire. Khakis, button-downs, nothing flashy. My pants are from Joss, a bank, properly tailored and appropriate. 2 weeks ago, my boss Jennifer called me into a conference room and closed the door. She looked nervous, which was weird. "We need to talk about your clothing," she said, avoiding eye contact. I was confused. I follow our dress code religiously. "Is there a problem with something specific?" I asked. Jennifer fidgeted with her pen and finally blurted out, "Your pants are too fitted. They're creating visual distractions. I can see the outline of your anatomy." I sat there stunned. Was my boss really telling me that my normal male body was inappropriate? "These are properly fitted dress pants," I said. "Well, they need to be looser, much looser. You'll need to buy new ones immediately." I pointed out that our female colleagues wear fitted skirts without issues. Jennifer insisted this was completely different and gave me until Friday to replace my wardrobe. That night, I vented to my roommate who's in law school. He immediately said this sounded like sexual harassment and told me to document everything. The next day, I wore my normal pants to work. Around 11 a.m., Jennifer marched over to my cubicle. "I thought I made myself clear yesterday," she said loud enough for half the office to hear. "You did, and I'm wearing appropriate business attire," I replied calmly. Jennifer's face turned red. "My office." Now, once we were alone, she completely lost her composure. "This is insubordination. You're deliberately defying a direct order from your supervisor." "I'm following the company dress code," I said. "The dress code doesn't cover everything. Sometimes managers need to use discretion about what's appropriate." Then she said something that made my jaw drop. "Since you clearly can't be trusted to shop for appropriate clothing yourself, I'll have to come with you this weekend to make sure you buy the right pants." I couldn't believe what I was hearing. "You want to supervise my shopping? It's obvious you don't understand what's professional. I need to make sure you get pants that are loose enough to be appropriate." I asked her to put this request in writing so I could review it with HR. Jennifer refused, saying it was too sensitive to document. That evening, I researched our company's harassment policies online. I also called 3 employment lawyers for quick consultations. All 3 said this was clear sexual harassment, but they needed documentation to build a case. They advised me to try getting Jennifer's demands in writing. The next morning, I sent Jennifer a carefully worded email. "Hi, Jennifer. I want to make sure I understand yesterday's conversation. You're requiring me to replace my work pants because they're too fitted around my groin area. You've also offered to supervise my shopping. Can you confirm this is accurate? Thanks." Jennifer called me into her office within an hour. "Why are you putting this in writing?" she demanded. "I just want to understand the requirements," I said innocently. Jennifer stared at me suspiciously. Then she made the mistake I was hoping for. "Fine. Your current pants are inappropriate because they show too much definition of your male anatomy. You need to buy looser pants immediately. And yes, I will be supervising your shopping." Bingo! I had her admitting to sexual harassment in front of witnesses. "Could you send me that in an email?" I asked. "Absolutely not. But consider this your final warning." That afternoon, I typed up detailed notes and reached out to 2 coworkers who had overheard our argument. Both confirmed they'd heard Jennifer talking about my anatomy and threatening to supervise my shopping. I compiled everything and submitted it to HR through our online portal. The next morning, HR called asking me to come in immediately. The director, Sarah, looked appalled as I explained everything. "Your supervisor wants you to change your properly fitted business attire because she finds your physique distracting?" she asked. "That's correct. And she wants to personally supervise my shopping." Sarah's eyes widened. "She wants to what?" I showed her my notes and witness statements. Sarah immediately called Jennifer's boss and legal. "This is extremely serious," she said. "Please take the rest of the day off while we investigate." I came back Monday to find Jennifer's office being cleaned out. Sarah explained that Jennifer had been terminated for sexual harassment. When HR confronted Jennifer, she doubled down, insisting my pants were unprofessional and she had every right to regulate my appearance. She even told HR she was willing to take me shopping personally to fix the problem. HR was horrible.